Hey everyone, welcome back to 40 Plus Life, or welcome if you're new. I'm Veronica, and today I am going to go over three quick, easy, simple vegetarian lunches that I have on my lunch break. So let's get started. Okay, so my first lunch is very simple. I microwaved a potato. I might have overdone it, but a lot of times I underdo it. And yeah, oh God, this thing is hot. So I'm not gonna have it like an actual baked potato, because I'm gonna make it even better. So first I just kind of smush it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of my butter. Just a little bit, because that's not going to be the main attraction here. And then I've got my vegetarian chili, and this whole can is 330 calories, so it's not much. However, I don't eat the whole thing, so I'm just going to eat half. So I'm going to just gently put some on this. Oh, that looks so good. And yes, it's coming right out of the can, just like so. And the rest, I'm just gonna pour in here and save that for another day. Wow, there's a lot in here. Because there's so much, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Next up, the good stuff. Now, I still have to heat this up, but I'm gonna add in some cheese so that it'll melt nicely. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. Heat this bad boy up. Okay, and voila, there it is. Oh my God, that looks so good. And now, a few finishing touches. I do love my green onions, so I am just going to cut those up on there. Like so. Oop, I don't like that one. And the final bit. So I'm gonna drizzle on some sour cream. Oh my gosh, this is like a deluxe baked potato with chili. Doesn't that look good? All right, so I'm gonna go enjoy this, and then we'll go on to the next lunch. Okay, so here is my second lunch that I have on my lunch break. This is a cold noodle salad, and so what I use, I make in advance some soba noodles, buckwheat noodles, and then I put them in individual servings so that they're ready to go. So I have a giant bowl here because I don't have any smaller ones right now because they've already been used. So I'm just gonna pour that in. And then, so these were refrigerated already in a single serving, and I've made a mess. Okay, and then what I like to do first is I just take a little bit of my soy sauce and just pour it on a little bit to kind of loosen it up a little. It really helps. Since it was in the refrigerator, they were sticking together. So I do that. And then I take a quarter cube of a tub of tofu. All right, and then I chop it up, pour it in there. And now, the fun part here is you can add anything you want to this. So all kinds of veggies, you know, spices, whatever you want. So I'm keeping this pretty simple because I didn't really have any vegetables on hand. But I do like to add in some sliced cucumbers. And then I will take a trusty carrot, and I just use my little peeler, and I just like to put in some peeled slices. Carrots always go really good with this kind of stuff because it adds a little bit of sweetness, and you don't need too much, so, which is nice. So put those in there just like so. And then I start adding the sauces. So more soy sauce. That is the base. So I put lots and lots of soy sauce. And then I add in some agave. And I eyeball it, but it's probably about a tablespoon at the most. But I just pour a little bit in just to add that little bit of sweetness. And then give it a nice stir. And this is a great lunch on my break because it has the protein. It's got, these are great noodles. I think they're full of all kinds of yummy goodness. Then I add in some sesame seeds. Then I'll add a little bit of pepper. Of course, I will add in my garlic powder. I don't add any salt because it has the soy sauce in it. Even though it's a low sodium soy sauce, I don't need the extra salt. And then for a kick, I like to add in my togorashi, which is basically a chili pepper seasoning. So good like that. And then I just like to add a little bit more soy sauce just to make sure it's all nicely coated. Give it one final stir. And then if I had any fresh ones, because right now I just have frozen ones, I would top it off with some green onions. Because that makes a nice little thing. And then sometimes too, I'll just add in some fresh raw red onions as well. But this is a lazy lunch, so. So there we go. And that is my second quick and easy, pretty cheap lunch. My soba cold noodle salad. Okay, so the third meal that I do on my lunch break from work is, what is it called? I don't even know what I'd call it. It's like a quinoa, it's a quinoa salad or a salad, maybe a bowl, whatever you want to call it. This is the quinoa that I like to use. It's the red quinoa. Okay, and I measured out 1 serving, which is just a 1/4 cup of the quinoa, and then I'm gonna boil it, and then it'll be really quick to cook. And then I just double the amount of water, so 1/2 cup, and then I'll add some seasonings to that. I got some salt, pepper, of course my garlic powder that I love so much. And you can use whatever seasonings you want, but these are like my standalones. That's not the right word. These are my go-tos. That's the word I was looking for. So you just bring it to a boil. Well, I actually should have brought it to a boil first, but I like to do things quickly. This is how I do my pasta too. Opposite. Just give it a little stir. Quinoa is great in just all kinds of things. I mean, it's good in like salads, Buddha bowls. Oh, look how quickly it's boiling. Actually, I haven't tried this yet. A couple things. You can also have it as like a breakfast. Like you can use it for like oatmeal in place of oatmeal. And then the other thing someone else I saw did was like put some quinoa in a dry pan and let them pop. And then I guess they get some kind of nutty flavor. Whoa, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to cover this up, and then I'm going to lower it. And now I'm going to let it simmer for 15 minutes, and then we'll check on it. Okay, while the quinoa is cooking, I am going to go ahead and saute up some stuff. So first I've got some red onions. If I had some red bell pepper, I would add that in here too. It goes really nicely. But that's okay. It'll still be really, really good. Add a little more spray. And then I'm going to add in some garbanzo beans or chickpeas for protein. And I just add a couple handfuls in it. This is where I also add in some fresh garlic. And just a little bit of slivers of carrot, because it gives it not just color, but like just a little bit of sweetness. It's funny though, I am not a fan of cooked carrots at all, unless it's like this, really tiny slivers mixed in with other stuff. But when it's like, oh, you get a side of cooked carrots for your dish at a restaurant, yuck. I can't stand them. And then of course, gotta add the seasoning to this as well. So add some salt, pepper, pretty much my same go-to seasonings. Even though it has fresh garlic, I still add just a little bit, just a little of that. And then I'll add in some turmeric, or turmeric, whatever you call it. Ooh, it's starting to pop. And you just cook it really until it's to your liking. I like it to be all nice and golden, where the I think the quinoa's done. That's what that timer was for. I like it to be just golden, just sometimes maybe slightly a little crispy, but when they pop out a little bit. But that's pretty much how I like it. Perfect timing. And that's it. I just, whoa, it does get all over the place. Now this is just one single serving for one person. It doesn't look like much. You're like, that's what you're eating for lunch? Well, that's what the other stuff is for. So a lot of times I'll have this in a bowl and mix it all together. But this time, I'm just gonna pour this on there like that. I usually have it in a bowl or whatnot. And it's really good like that, mixed together. However, I'm also going to be I'm gonna add one other thing to this. And that is my garlic cheese toast. It's so good. I just take a piece of sourdough bread that I had in my freezer. I toast it up, and then I add some butter, some garlic powder, and some paprika, and then I toss a piece of the Swiss cheese single on it. Let it melt up again under the broiler, and yummy. Sometimes I just like to eat this by itself, and it's just so good. So this paired together, that is my lunch for my lunch break. Now, to make it quicker, a lot of times I'll have the quinoa already pre-cooked in individual servings, or just a big batch of it, and then I just pour some in and then just cook the side protein part of it with the garbanzo beans and stuff. But yeah, so this is it. This is my lunch for today. All right, thanks for watching. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please do comment below and let me know. If you are new here, please do subscribe, and please do press the like button if these are videos that you do like. And that'll be it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.